Hi there,
Hi,
I'm Bryce.
I'm Chris.
Chris, nice to meet you. Yeah, take a seat. Would you like anything before we start? Glass of water? Oh, you have your coffee. Okay. Yeah, you're good? Okay. Awesome. Chris, let me just get a pencil here. 1 sec, okay?
It's okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. Let's get a pencil and yeah. So before we get started, I'm just gonna talk to a few things about confidentiality.
Okay.
So just so you know that anything that you say in this room will stay in this room, except for if you're having any suicidal ideation, or if there's any abuse in any way going on. Just so we get things rolling here, what's your date of birth?
It's 1977, December 14.
Okay. Thank you. Alrighty. What brought you to our services today?
Yeah, like my wife passed away 2 times
Okay.
ago, so like I'm like totally depressed. So yeah.
Okay. So obviously that's had an effect on you and your mood, and you're saying you're depressed. And I'm sorry to hear that your wife has passed away. That must be really hard on you.
Yeah, it's very hard time for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have 2 kids, 1 daughter, 1 son.
Okay.
So it's difficult to like raise them as a single parent. So
Mhm.
yeah.
For sure. So how are you doing with all that, and with your wife passing away, raising your 2 kids? Are you coping okay? Are you finding any struggles with doing so?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't have like parenting skills, a good parenting skills. I'm like finding very hard. So like it's hard for me to cope with this situation because it's like worst situation for
Mhm.
me. My wife passed away, and also I have a very bad habit of drinking alcohol.
Okay.
So yeah, it's impacted my life and my children's life a lot.
Right. Okay. Um, yeah, that must be really hard with all those things going on.
Yeah.
It can be overwhelming, right?
Yes.
And I'm glad you're here today. Yeah, so if you feel comfortable in answering, can you please describe to me what you're seeking in our time together today?
Yeah, I'm just getting counseling for like more motivation or for
Okay.
like getting positive feelings. So yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. Um, so you talk about wanting to get motivation. Can you elaborate a little bit on that? Have you had any um, like points in your life where you felt really motivated about, you know, going ahead and doing things that you love to do, per se?
Yeah, before the situation, like me and my wife spent life very good. So like she motivates me, and yeah, it's good before that. But now, like I want some motivation, support, and like which help me to coping with this situation. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
For sure. Okay. Have you been to counseling before?
Yeah, it's triple parenting therapy
Okay.
type something. Yeah, but I missed a lot session for this, so yeah.
Sorry, I didn't catch that last part there. Sorry.
Yeah, I missed lots of sessions for
Okay.
this because of my drinking habit sometimes like
Right.
yeah.
Okay. In the sessions you did attend, did you find them helpful in any way?
Yeah, it's helpful to some extent because like it's helpful for me to motivate me and for guide me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Have you had any supports that are kind of informal, like friends or family support?
Yeah, I have the support from my in-laws, like my
Okay.
wife's parents, and they are very supportive. Like, for example, when I was sick and hospitalized, then my in-laws support me, and also at that time they like care. They were care my kids, and yeah.
Okay, so
Mm,
they're helping you out in looking after your kids.
yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, what's your relationship with your kids now? Is it you know, do you have a good relationship with your kids? I know after your wife passing,
Yeah.
can be really hard. But
Yeah.
could you delve into that?
Like my relationship with kids, like I already told you that I don't have a good parenting skills,
Mm-hmm.
and the second thing I have a drinking habit, so like it also impacted my relationship. Or the shocking or surprising thing is that for me that my daughter like tried to kill self, like cutting, or like
Mm-hmm.
tried
Okay.
to do suicide. So
Okay.
yeah, it's like very difficult time for me.
Yeah, that must be
Yeah.
hard for you. So much going on,
Yeah, on
right?
that time I was thought like I'm not like good parent and like that. So it's first time.
Okay. Well, Chris, I don't want to ever you have to feel that you're not a good parent because
Yeah.
we all try our best, no matter what the circumstances are, and the
Yes.
circumstances that you're in right now are pretty difficult for you. So,
Yeah.
how you feel about that is, I think, yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
tough.
it's tough. Yes.
Yeah.
Can you describe to me what your experience was like in the settings with, the triple parenting um, therapy, and then the triple parenting therapy?
Its experience is good, like, but it's like it's my own fault that I miss lot of sessions. So
Mm-hmm.
it does a big impact on me, like, but yeah, it's like helpful for me in some extent
Right.
because
Good.
yeah, I benefited from this therapy. Yeah, so it's good experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to hear. So what we've talked about so far is, what brought you seeing today. A lot of stuff's been happening in your life over the past 2 years. Your wife passed away. Your daughter's is experiencing some mental health problems. If that, correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, and when we talked about the sports that you've been in. Can we talk a little bit about like your physical health? Like, are you active? Are you do you participate in any recreational sports? Do you go to the gym, play any games outside, such things like that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested in playing games, but yeah, I'm more interested in playing gambling. So
Okay.
like it's also my second habit. Yeah, sometimes I like feel some pain in the body, so like this type of things. So I just like to playing gambling instead of
Mm-hmm.
playing sports. Yeah, so
Right.
I spent
Okay.
a lot in gambling.
Okay. Um. Okay. Um. So when you talk about gambling, um, in your perspective, do you find that like a good or bad thing?
Yeah, is everyone know that gambling the like mm, spent a lot in gambling is a like bad
Yeah.
thing because I have two kids, so yeah, I know it's like bad. I spent a lot in gambling instead of spending in my children's future. Yeah, so that's why I visit the in counseling
Mm-hmm.
few time ago, and now I'm here. because
Right.
I
Yeah.
want to coping with these type of situations. I'm finding hard for me. Yeah, yeah, it's bad habit. So like I want to move on from these type of things. So that's
Okay.
why I
Yeah.
want support.
For sure. Yeah. Um. So like in today's overwhelming world, how do you look after your mental health?
Yeah, as self care, like sometimes I like to play games or I yeah
Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's a positive there. Play
yeah
games. So when you say games, what kind of games? Board games, video games,
yeah sport games.
board games. Okay. Do you ever play with your kids when you play board games?
Not most of the time, but yeah. Sometimes I I want to play games with my kids because but you know what like our bonding is not good. Like I drink alcohol a lot, gambling a lot, so it just like impacted in the mentally in my kids. So
Mm-hmm.
like our bonding is not good. So yeah, mostly I play games with my friends or sometimes
Your kids.
yeah.
Okay. And when you do play games with your kids, what's that like for you?
Yeah, and that time I like felt very good.
Felt really good.
Yeah,
Okay.
really good. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Good to hear. Um, sorry, I think one of the lights just came in. I'm just gonna turn up the dimmer. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
So are you currently taking any medications? If so, perhaps we can talk about what the medications you are taking and how they make you feel.
Yeah, I'm starting to taking opioids.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like I also sometimes use it as a overdose, like for my body pain or
Right.
so. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm using.
So you're finding you're overusing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And so when you overuse, is that something that, like, are you? Sorry, I'm lost for words right now. But what I'm trying to say, I guess, is, when you're overusing, are you feeling a sense of, are you getting down on yourself when you overuse? Or is it something that feels good for you when you do use?
Yeah, like sometimes I like feel relax as the other other medications effect on the body, but sometimes like I don't know what happened with the body, like yeah,
Okay. Okay.
but it decrease my pain, so yeah, that's
Right.
why.
All right. Yeah. So I'm just gonna stop. Just hold on, just a sec. I just before. Just to let you know, if you do feel uncomfortable in any way in any of the questions I asked, you don't have to answer them. We can just move on. But I will be following up with, as I have been throughout the session so far, with follow-up questions
Okay.
to your answers. And with me understanding what your challenges are, it will help me help you. So yeah, I just want to put that in, just to let you know that if you do feel uncomfortable, we can move on to the next question.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you been voluntary or involuntary admitted to a mental health unit?
Not yet, but like I want support, so I'm looking forward to go in some like supportive center,
Okay.
like substance abuse center or like yeah these type of places.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm kind of getting from what you're saying is that you're looking for different supports to
Yeah.
help you with what's going on in your life.
Yeah.
Okay. I find that quite admirable for you to making those steps, and those steps must be hard for you to make with what life has brought in for you. So that's great, and I think us correlating on and just talking about your life is a great start.
Yeah.
So we talked about substances. Have you been admitted to a mental health unit for substances you've been on?
Not yet. I already told you that I'm seeking for support, but
Okay.
not yet.
Okay. So so we've talked about like your physical health, what kind of things you do. You've talked to me about a few things that how you cope with your mental health. You have some good and bads, but gambling in your mind, you say, is a bad use of what you do with your time, I guess, and you do play board games, which I think is a great positive, and that it can always spur laughter, and
Yeah.
doing it with your kids is something that you've talked about that you really enjoy. So can we talk about what you hope to gain from our counseling sessions together moving forward?
Yeah, I'm hoping to get like motivation skills or like positive feelings when I
Mm-hmm.
go outside. Like I just want to feel good and like some skills that help me to cope with my worst situations.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like help me to raise my kids in a good way and to cope with my bad habits like gambling or alcohol. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And so conclusion is that I'm hoping to get motivations and benefit.
Great. Okay. Yeah, those are great things that
Yeah.
that you hope to get from our experience together. Yeah, we can, moving forward, we'll create some goals for you, ones that you feel comfortable with, that are achievable in the scope that you feel that you can achieve, right?
Yeah.
So that's great.
Yeah.
Just a question here. Describe to me what a strength is in your mind.
So like my strength is my kids and like my family. Yeah. So basically my kids are my big strength.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you're saying, what I'm getting from what you're saying is that a strength for you is your kids and their ability,
Yeah.
to create happiness for
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's kind of what it sounds like. To me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
Okay. Now, after discussing what a strength is to you, so yes, so you have described what a strength is for you. So we'll move on.
Yeah.
Has there been any health challenges in your family's past, for example, mental health, substance abuse, physical health, or abuse of any kind?
Yeah, not my parents, but I like get to know from my parents that my grandfather likes to drink alcohol.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like it's habit to drink alcohol a lot. So yeah, substance use, but not any mental health disorder.
Right. Okay. Okay. So so your grandpa drinks. Okay. Alrighty. Is your grandpa still alive or?
No.
No. Okay. So Chris, is there any further questions you have for me today, or anything I have missed that you're wanting to talk about?
No, it's good for me. I like explained a lot of things and like things that which I also don't know that I
Definitely.
have. So yeah, I think
Yeah.
we almost cover all the things.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I think today was a successful session.
Yeah.
I think we've covered a lot, and just to kind of get to know each other and
Yeah.
get to know about you and what your
Yeah.
what things are going on, what challenges you're facing in your life, and I think there's a lot of goals we can set up in the future for you that will hopefully help you in
Yeah.
you overcoming your challenges.
Yeah.
But that's great. Thanks for coming and
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Like,
yeah,
now, yes, like I'm feeling good. Yeah.
good.
So, yeah. So nice.
You
to meet
invented,
you.
you you got a lot out, right?
Yeah.
That's that's what it's about. We're supposed to talk, and
Yeah.
we can't hold it all in, or it just it boils up inside. And
I think it's
yeah.
like good experience for our counseling now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I guess for me, yeah. So I guess I should just let you know that if you do need to contact me, I'll be from 8:30 in the morning to 4:30. So you can contact me whenever during those times if a crisis does occur.
Yeah.
But I will give you numbers to different supports that if you do have something that's where I'm not available and something's going on, then you can contact the certain service.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Alright, thanks for coming, Chris.
Thanks.
Nice to meet you.